So the Adventures of Tintin, when is the sequel happening? When is it coming out? Well, let's break it down. Alright, so The Adventures of Tintin, the sequel to the Unicorn, was a 2011 animated film directed by Steven Spielberg and produced by Peter Jackson, and many have wondered ever since then, when are we going to get a sequel? Well, the thing is about this, what I believe to have gone wrong here is because we had Steven Spielberg direct the first movie, and then we had Peter Jackson was supposed to direct the second movie. It was supposed to be a trilogy based off the popular book series and the comic book series by Hergé. And of course, they were going to go back and forth. Steven Spielberg was going to direct one. Peter Jackson was going to direct one. And of course, we know that Peter Jackson being the name behind The Lord of the Rings, he was directing the Hobbit films at the time. So that is probably what happened. A lot of the talent got pretty busy, but Jamie Bell, who voiced Tintin, was asked about this in a recent interview. So let's just have a listen to what Jamie Bell said.
I've got to ask about Tintin because there's been so much kind of confusion about it. Are you even able to keep up with what's
going on?
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone's just got incredibly busy schedules, you know. Peter's producing stuff. I mean, he did make a trilogy called The Hobbit recently, and that kind of took up some time. And Andy's like a movie star and, you know, has franchises here, there, and everywhere. But I think, you know, Peter Jackson has such a great sensibility for Tintin. I would really love to see a Peter Jackson directed Tintin. So fingers crossed we can kind of all just kind of get on the same page and figure it out.
All right, so according to Jamie Bell, the talent gets quite busy. Of course, we know that the first film had talent such as Andy Serkis, who's become very in demand ever since. We know that it had Simon Pegg, Nick Frost also doing some voiceover work. So we know that there was a lot of talent on here. We know that the screenplay was also co-written by Stephen Moffat, the guy behind Doctor Who. And of course, it was also written by Edgar Wright. So the screenplay, the talent in front of the camera, behind the camera, it had such a great array of talent. But the problem is all this talent gets quite busy. They're some of the biggest names in Hollywood, so that is why I believe we haven't seen a Tintin sequel up until this point, but I'm hoping that we see one sooner rather than later. So let me know, guys, were you a fan of the first Tintin movie, Tintin, the sequel to the Unicorn? Were you a fan, or are you a fan of the comic book series that was written by Hergé? Let me know all that in the comment section down below, and make sure if you are new here to the channel that you hit subscribe and you join the community here. I love being able to talk movies, TV and pop culture with you guys, so make sure you join the channel and make sure that you hit subscribe. Righto guys, my name is Darcy Oliver. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos, and I'll see you soon.